Honorable Kiringo, Kubai.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving this opportunity to pass my condolences to the greatly fallen Linda. Mr. Speaker, let me take this opportunity to pass my condolences to the family of the late President, Honorable Kibaki, and also condolences from my own people, my people from Mugembe Central, and I eulogize this great leader who has just left us, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the late President Mwai Kibaki was not only a leader, a political leader, but he was also he was a CEO, or he was a manager, in that whatever he was doing, he did it and managed it quite well, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are not praising Honorable Mwai Kibaki only for his 10 years as a president, but since he started the leadership of this country, when he was a secretary for Kano, when he left Makerere, Mr. Speaker, he came in and started organizing this country from the word go, when we were grappling with the colonial masters, until the date he passed on, Mr. Speaker. He has been playing his cards very well, and he has not failed us in any way, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would say that this is the best president this country has ever earned, and I pray we get another one after him, because so far I would say he is the best president we have ever earned. And also, even his people of Wadaya, they elected him for almost 40 years, or 80 terms, Mr. Speaker, because he was quite a manager. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable late President was a man of few ones, but he was very, he was very practical in his doings, and he was really, he qualified to the saying of the English saying, which says, actions speak louder than words. Mr. Speaker, the late President rarely talked. The late President was not on the TV or on radio or in the news all the time, but his actions and the planning of this country has propelled this country very far, Mr. Speaker, and that is a leader who needs to be emulated, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I happened to interact with the late President, Mr. Speaker, when he was in DP and he was campaigning for that party, Mr. Speaker, and he happened to visit my constituency when I was just a member of the party, and I had not even joined active politics. And we had an interaction with him, Mr. Speaker, in a certain hotel where we shared a meal and other leaders. And Mr. Speaker, in him I saw a great man. And when he didn't make it to the president, to become the president, Mr. Speaker, it was in the early 90s, Mr. Speaker, it was very unfortunate for this country, Mr. Speaker, because, Mr. Speaker, if the late president became the president immediately after the repeal of the section, the law, so that we can have many parties, Mr. Speaker, he could have taken us very many miles away, Mr. Speaker. And unfortunately, he came to leadership when one factor, he had an accident, and he was also becoming old. But with all those problems, Mr. Speaker, and then there came the problem of the Nusumukata issue, which also stored is a plan for this country, Mr. Speaker. I'll bet all those problems, I'll bet all those handles which were stopping him on his way, Mr. Speaker, he made sure that he had laid proper foundations for this country, Mr. Speaker, especially in the transport sector. He did very well. Education sector, Mr. Speaker. He is the one who reduced the taxes for bondas, so that the young people and those who are not employed could be able to buy the pikis or the motorcycle, Mr. Speaker. And as we talk now, that sector is the sector which is employing most of the youths in this country, because there's no any other opening in this country to employ our youths, Mr. Speaker. This great man has done a lot for this country, and I wish him, I wish his family and all those people of Wadaya that they pray for him, and we pray for his soul, and may his soul rest in peace. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.